All right, when it says going live. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Just the Facts. This weird guy behind me is going to join me. Hey, look, guys, it's Memorial Day. I want to say happy Memorial Day to everyone watching the show tonight. This is going to be a great show. I got my boy Josh over here doing the show with me. Josh, welcome aboard.
Hello, welcome as
By the
always.
way, happy Memorial Day, Josh.
Happy Memorial Day to yourself as well.
Right. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm doing a little something different, guys. I'm cooking dinner tonight, so I'm in the kitchen. I'll pan the camera down, guys. I'm making some barbecue chicken on a little flat top grill. I've got going on here. It's called a Blackstone grill. I got this from Walmart for like $200 a couple years ago. It's freaking amazing. So let me go grab some corn and put some corn in the water. Good. Rest this up in the freezer. Pardon me, guys. Josh has got some music that he's been playing in the background. Kind of appropriate music for Memorial Day. Guys, before we get too far into the show, I want you guys to understand that Memorial Day is not just a 3-day weekend. Not just I'm sure a lot of people go camping. A lot of people go barbecue. So it's the first weekend of summer where it starts to feel like summer wherever you live, unless you live in like Alaska. But for real, guys, this holiday is to remember the fallen soldiers, the ones that didn't make it back, the ones that went and served their country proudly and gave their all. All gave some, and some gave all, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's what this holiday is about. That's why I've got my veteran hat on tonight. Yes, I did serve, gentlemen. Josh did how many years Army?
8 years, sir.
8 years Army. Okay. What was your MOS in the Army again, Josh? I forget.
88 Mike, truck driver.
Yeah. Okay. It makes sense why you're doing the job you're doing now.
Yes, sir.
If you guys don't know, Josh is a CDL instructor.
Came off of the road to be closer to family, and then just kind of progressed through the profession. I always knew I wanted to continue on in the transportation world after coming off the road, so this fits perfectly into that.
Right. And I have been debating, guys. I want to hear from my viewers. We don't have any right now, but I want to hear from the viewers tonight on. I'm toying with the idea of going back into the Army or National Guard, I should say. It's just something I'm thinking about doing right now. So you guys can help me make my decision. Like, is it worth it? Like, is it worth it to go do another 17 years and get a 75% retirement check? I'll let you guys, the viewers, can decide. You tell me what you think.
Do you get
on Facebook? Because I want people to come watch the show.
right?
So,
Do you get a disability check right now from the VA?
I do. I'm rated at 60%, 60%. That is, which pays me about $14.44 a month. I know it's probably not a lot, and it doesn't really pay for all my bills. I mean, it's helps. I'll give you that. But it's I wish I could get 100%, and I'm working towards it, guys. So if I can either do that, or I can go in the National Guard, get 17 years in the Guard, and then retire. But with this being said, I wouldn't just go back in the National Guard as an enlisted, except for the first year. My first year in the Guard, I would be enlisted. While I worked this year. So, for any of you guys that watch the show or have watched the show or just tuning into my show, I recently, just today, actually turned in my last assignment for
Bluetooth
school.
disconnected.
I will have my final grade for college next week, and then my diploma will be in the mail within the next 30 to 45 days. So I'm officially, guys, by all means, a college graduate at this moment in time.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Hey, check your private chat.
Private chat, he says. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Both, yes to both. So, guys, if you don't know, like, the military plays taps. There's two reasons they play taps. One is when you're burying a soldier, and it's the last respects. Basically, taps is played at the end of the day, right? So, the end of a life of a soldier, you play taps. The end of the night, they play taps at night before you go to bed. And if you don't know what taps is, it's that. It's very solemn. It's very. You're supposed to pay respect for it. It's a sign of respect. The ending of a day, they played it. Every military installation. If any of you come on my show and you were ever in the military, you would know. The end of every night, you would hear taps. And that was right around 11 o'clock. No, like around 10 o'clock, I think, every night. There's a difference between retreat at the end of the night when they lower the flags. That's
Right.
That's retreat. That's the end of the night. They lower the flag. They play a song for that. Beginning of the morning is reveille. That's not, by the way, the raising of the flag in the morning. That's just when you wake up. Reveille is. I have reveille. I just. That's reveille. That's get your ass out of the bed, put your boots on.
Pretty much.
Tell hall is open. Time for PT. Make your bed. Shine your boots. Time for another day. That's what we would hear every morning on military bases. I can pull this asparagus out of the oven. That asparagus turned out mwah. Muy magnifique. Asparagus? What was that? I don't know why he's whispering. He's trying to be secretive, like he's not in the house or something. But do you not want to be on the show?
I do.
Well, then get over here and help me cook, dog.
You want me on the
I
show.
don't care. I told you you could be on the show. We
Every-
have one viewer. Hey, whoever our viewer is, say hi or say what's up.
It might be me. I'm sharing out the live.
What's that?
Said it might be me. I'm sharing it out. So
Oh, gotcha. We had one viewer and they left.
My bad. What is that one? Chocolate cheese.
Parmesan cheese.
That garbage is experiential.
Experioso.
So bottom of my brain. That's my evil bed.
Give me a spatula real fast. Get some of this chicken juice off the grill and into the grill catch. Chewbacca. Chewbacca, it's enough.
Hey, when you get a minute, my mom needs to talk to you.
Okay, well, I'm live on TV right now, so.
Well, can you call her?
No, because I'm live on TV right now. Is she out in the car? She'll be in a
No,
second.
she needs to talk to you.
Okay, Jenna.
It's really important.
Okay, but I'm right here. And I'm live on the show for a second. I'm trying to cook chicken. He just came in, you know. You can go play at the park if you want.
No, it's good because mom's needing to talk to you.
Okay, but Jenna, I'm really cooking chicken right now, so I can't leave right now
Cooking chicken.
unless you want burnt chicken for dinner.
She's not doing that much.
Burnt chicken.
I don't want to burn the chicken. That'd be a party foul.
Oh, I thought you were playing. You want like you play.
All right, Josh. So you have access to the interweb right now, right?
I do. What would you like?
Okay. I would like a brief history about Memorial Day. Like, was it,
Sir.
come on, stop. When was it first observed? Like, yeah. We talked about why it's observed, but
History and facts. Let's see.
bring it back about Memorial Day.
Hmm.
I know I'm kind of in the middle of cooking dinner, so I really can't leave at the moment. Plus, I'm online live right now for my podcast.
That 5 things. But anyway, it's fun.
How deep do you want me to go?
Well, yeah, if you want to divulge some of these tidbits about Memorial Day, by all means. The floor is yours. By the way, we have one viewer, looks like. Unless it's you
Would you
again,
like-
Josh. But
No, not me this time.
whoever our viewer is, say hi. Hey, welcome in, by the way. Happy Memorial Day to whoever you are. Anyways, go ahead, Josh. History and facts about Memorial Day.
Yeah, I lost our baby. So I lost our baby.
Throw some more corn in there. We're all gonna want a couple pizzas.
Look. I was saying I dropped you. On accident. Don't get mad at me. So I dropped the pop. Oh my god.
I'm down to good. Please. And thank you. Oh no, we lost Josh. No, he didn't. He's back again. Okay. We lost you for a second, bud.
Yep, sorry, having
You're good.
technical difficulties.
It's all good.
Okay.
By the way, we saw one viewer online. Whoever you are, say hi. Say what's up. We'd like to hear from you, the viewers, of course. Just say hi in the YouTube comments. Whoever thou are. It's April. Do you know an April, Josh?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello,
Well, April, welcome to the podcast. Hello and hi. Where are you at? Where are you from, April? Where are you hailing from?
So, to get back to the history of it, Memorial Day was originally known as Decoration Day. It originated in the years following the Civil War and became an official federal holiday in 1971.
1971. Okay.
Unofficially, it marks the beginning of the summer season. Let's see.
April gave us a little smiley face emoji, it looks like. She's in Michigan. Well, welcome from
Yes,
Michigan,
she is.
April. Do you reside in Michigan, or are you a truck driver and you're just in Michigan?
That is actually one of my cousins.
Oh, one of your cousins.
Family.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. So you probably reside in Michigan. Well, welcome from
Yes.
welcome from Idaho. Of course, Josh is in New Mexico.
Nope, just a trumper. Hey, April, I'm going to send you a picture.
Just a trumper. So, a little tidbit about my show, April, the Just the Facts program. Like, I try to keep it as unbiased as possible. Like, towards like, and I'm not yelling or anything. I'm just saying I try to keep it unbiased as possible. But I'm Trump too, so I'm pro Trump. By the way, check out that barbecue chicken, y'all.
Yummy, yummy in the tummy.
Just saying. I'm just saying. There to stay warm. Clean off the grill and put on the last couple pieces. And when the corn is finished, we'll be ready to eat dinner here at my house. Well, happy Memorial Day to you, April, either way. It's not that I'm necessarily I'm a Trumper, April. I mean, I know you didn't ask the question. It's not necessarily I'm just a Trumper, but like I want the economy to be back to a place where people thrive instead of strive. I feel like we're doing more striving in our country than we are thriving. So
True statement.
that's all caused by the current administration, which I've not been a fan of. One more. We have another viewer. Whoever you are, please say hi and join the conversation.
FJB.
You know, I've got a big flag in my bedroom that says "Let's go, Brandon." So, right along those lines.
So, Decoration Day, which is what it was originally called, was renamed to Memorial Day after World War II.
What's up?
The first Memorial Day took place in 1868.
When it was still called Commencement Day, right, or whatever it was called. That's before
Decoration Day.
Declaration Day. There you go. Yeah.
And Waterloo, New York is considered the birthplace of Memorial Day.
Waterloo, New York. Nice. I've been to New York a few times. Like, I'm not a big fan of New York City, but the rest of New York's not bad. Right. If I'm not on camera for a minute, it's because I'm serving up some delicious food.
Oh, you're good.
This is what I would wake up to. I took it off and put it on. And now I go there and then I put it over my nose. And then look, I put it over my eye. With my nose. I don't even know what I'm holding. I also put up Mom, remember this?
I thought it was long at all. Eat her dinner. Good dad. You didn't give me any, Dad.
This is our kitty.
Yeah.
So that's our.
Okay, you're up to go.
This is our candy. This is our candy. This is our
Yeah.
yeah. Before you left, I was gonna ask you if you could have brought me the card up. I'm not on.
Sorry. You want me to tell the boys? No, it's no start.
All right.
He's more time to go here right now. Like, later, you're talking Walmart.
It's in there.
No, it's not.
Yeah, where's your army?
right, Jenna. That's your plate.
Okay, what? Give us a big giant kick.
Kick the dog.
I just kicked his dog. Hey, Nate, have the food to get to your friend.
No, Jenna. This is a more serious podcast, Jenna, than what you watch on YouTube. Yes, I am on live on YouTube right now.
Yeah, my computer, can I start a YouTube channel or no?
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to, but you don't need a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
All right. 3 viewers. Holy crap. Before you know it, we're going to be like a top, like 8,000 YouTube show.
Right? What's up? What's up?
This is Austin, everybody.
Hello.
Parmesan, garlic, encrusted asparagus. That's some good stuff right there. Now, what is people saying? The last thing someone said was FJB. That was April.
Did you know there's a national moment of silence for Memorial Day? It's at 3
Does it happen
p.m.
at a certain time of the day?
Yes, 3 p.m.
In the morning, I'm assuming. We probably missed it.
Oh, yeah, I told her.
3 p.m.
Oh, 3 p.m. Okay. Well, we never missed it.
Yes, we did.
That's good enough. That's good enough for next year.
Yes.
National moment of silence on Memorial Day.
No, I'm sorry. I don't like it. People are but there's a Thursday morning, like canning for the
Oh, really?
shower lamps, yeah.
Did you figure out your logistics for Saturday?
What happened?
Did you figure out your logistics for Saturday?
Oh, I'm going to call them tomorrow and see if I can do that. If they'll allow me to.
What?
I'm thinking about doing my birthday party. Obviously, we're going to go out to eat at Olive Garden, but I'm thinking about taking the podcast with me and letting my 3 viewers. Actually, like half of my 3 viewers would be, with me at the show or at the dinner. So
I was like, oh, I'm right here.
I think like 26.
I subscribe to you.
You subscribe to my channel? Nice.
Talking to him. I was writing,
Are you still on, April?
You know that everybody did that right.
I wish that like YouTube would tell you like who's online, so like, who to shout out to,
Right?
without making them like say something.
Wait.
Barbecue sauce on this last couple pieces of chicken. Not really, Jenna, but I'm kind of cooking. What's up? You want to say hi to your YouTubers?
Yeah, like Ashley. She's one
But
of
the
my
problem with it is, Jenna,
friends.
you have to build a following. I'm trying to build a following still. Adley's not going to watch your show unless you build a following.
Oh, who made-
I'm just saying. So what? Oh yeah. Plates are over here.
Why are you not there?
The chicken is up in the microwave. You can use a tongs for the asparagus. Want to. Where's he? Is he not playing ball or something?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There's a lot of people out there.
Nice. There's some adults out there playing basketball too, or all kids,
Teenager.
all teenagers. Gotta love summer, right?
Just saying. Once there was these people that I met at the basketball court, and they had enough to look at they were having a piece of stuff. But
You
they
know
were
what,
not-
Jenna? Once there was this girl who got into an accident and couldn't go to school.
I love that song.
I heard listening to that song the other day. Once there was this girl who got into an accident. Hey, name the band.
Bluetooth connected.
Anybody? No? It's not Bluetooth connected, that's for
Sorry.
sure. You're good.
I didn't realize that comes through as well.
You're good. Do you know the name of the band, Josh?
I do not.
Ashley?
Be home and
That's not it, Jenna. By the way, Jenna, you know you're on TV right now, right? You're on camera. Yes, you are. Josh, you can see her, right?
Yep.
She's right over there.
Yep. Sitting right over
You're live on
there.
YouTube, Jenna. I really like that. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, she's hiding.
you can't see me now.
Shut up. Screw your stuff, you know. I'm sorry, I didn't read your request. Not late, okay. Well, like that, Memorial Day is today, right? Yeah. Works and nice. Here at the last two people. That's my Stefan Ethan, guys. Everybody.
Hello.
Ready on YouTube? Huh? These are my girlfriend's children, by the way. Just some neighborhood kids I let walk in my apartment every once in a while. That's right. That's right. So, Josh,
Yes, sir.
I know you had brothers or sisters you knew in Iraq that didn't make it back, right?
Yes.
I'm going to share one of my stories. Not maybe almost a story, but I've been talking about my one of my experiences. And in fact, the anniversary of his death was just like 2 weeks ago. I brought him. I mentioned him on the channel a few times. May 7th, 2007, we were on a patrol in northern Baghdad, and we were on a rooftop providing Overwatch security. And without all the details, I'll just say that's where my buddy, my brother, Private First Class Anthony Jonathan Sosto was.
Not chicken. Late night.
Okay, well, one second.
It's a real night, but I want a real night.
All lives are real.
You just want to sharp.
Anyways, on that day, May 7th, 2007, Private First Class Anthony Jonathan Sosto was hit by a sniper and killed. He's part of the reason, ladies and gentlemen, why we celebrate Memorial Day. And because of that, Ashley's grandfather served in the war. He was a bombardier in World War II, from what I understand.
There's a ghost.
No. All right. So, Josh, I told a story. One of my battles that has left us. Now you tell one, and we'll take.
Give me a
shots at
second.
them.
Hold on.
Of course.
Hold on.
Yeah, you're good. My one YouTube viewer. I know. And while Josh is away getting his stuff ready, I'm trying to, guys. Saturday is my birthday. I'm trying to get a live show.
It's gonna be old. All this dirt.
Quite old. Anyways, I am Jenna. I'm trying to get my my birthday at Olive Garden. I formerly worked at Olive Garden. I just quit there a couple weeks ago, so I don't work there anymore. I'm trying to do my birthday party there, along with the podcast. So you guys will join us while we're eating. We'll talk about birthdays, not just mine. We'll talk about yours. Doesn't matter what time of the year it is. Let's see. Jenna, you know they can hear you, right?
Yeah, she does it on purpose.
I know.
That's why I don't scream until like 1 in the morning.
No.
That's why I don't shoot a dog.
Your dog's too poop. Probably.
Okay.
Welcome back, sir.
I don't know if this is going to show up with this background.
Gotcha. What are you drinking? Is that Jameson?
Nope. Salted caramel whiskey.
Okay. Well, we're both doing whiskey there because I've got Gentleman Jack.
Awesome.
I've also got some vodka in the fridge, but I think whiskey's a little more appropriate.
Yeah.
All right, Josh. You don't have to go into detail, but at least talk about one of our fallen brothers or sisters.
So, and it was actually shortly before I arrived to Iraq. This gentleman actually was on convoy, and a grenade was thrown into his turret, landed in the Humvee, and he placed his body over the grenade and saved the 4 other people in the Humvee.
That's the definition of a true hero in my eyes.
Yes, sir.
What do you play? Oh, it's Space Force.
Are you ready for the song as well?
Oh, of course, So
Let me get it.
to
Hold on.
Private First Class Softo, and to the gentleman, do you have his name or do you?
I don't feel like sharing it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yep.
To him for their brave sacrifices. May their memories live on forever.
Yes, for sure.
Salute. Perfect. I won't have to play, guys. It's somber moment for me. Well played, sir. So for those of you who don't know, if you ever attended a military funeral, they play that song at every military funeral, along with a 21 gun salute. Yep. Along with a 21 gun salute, in honor of those that have fallen or that have served and then have passed away. Like it can happen at any military funeral. It'll happen at mine when I pass away, hopefully many, many years from now. Same with Josh, But they drape a flag over the casket. It's laid out there. While they're folding the flag, Taps is playing. The 21 gun salute goes off. I will tell you, I've experienced it one time in my life where I still get teary-eyed just thinking about it because I was in Germany. You and I know each other from Germany, right?
Yes.
I thought. So I was stationed in Germany, 172nd Infantry, with the Black Lions, whatever we were called. Anyways,
Yes, sir.
Anyways, I was stationed over there with those guys, and my grandfather passed away. My grandpa, yes, Jenna. My grandpa was the reason why I joined the military. He served in the Navy during Korea. Never talked about it. Never. Like, I never heard him talk about it until I was like 19, 20 years old, whatever, like right before I joined the military. He sat me down out of the blue at his house, and he goes, "Have you ever thought about your future?" And I said, "Not really." I mean, at the time, I was an assistant manager at a restaurant, and I mean, they wanted me to be like an area manager and move up the chain. And that's something I really wanted to do? Not really. So my grandpa sat me down and talked about his military service for like hours. And it was like the coolest thing I'd ever heard. And so a few months later, I went and signed up and joined the Navy. I did 4 years, like I said, almost 4 years, not quite 4 years. I did almost 4 years in the Navy. I got out. I drove from Norfolk, Virginia, where I was stationed, all the way to Salt Lake City, where I currently live. It was like 36-hour straight drive. I drove straight through with a U-Haul of all my stuff. When I got there to Salt Lake, I unpacked the U-Haul. I took like 2-3 days to like kind of relax and decompress. And I went right down to the Army recruiting station and said, "Sign me up." So I left for basic training. Thank you, Jenna. I left for basic training a few months later. The rest is history. I did another 8 years in the Army. Where I met Josh over here in Germany about 2011-ish.
Somewhere in that time range, yes.
Here, my grandfather passed away too. So 2011, I got sent home. Red Cross message. I got sent home to go pay my respects to my grandfather, and my grandmother asked me if I would be the one that presented the flag to her. And the entire funeral, I was cool. I was just fine with it. It sucked my grandfather passed away. But when people get old, you kind of know it's coming, right? It's not like it was an unexpected thing or whatever, but you kind of know it's coming. And I kind of knew, but everything, I was cool and collect all the way until I got to the part where they started playing taps, right? And as the flag presenter, you stand there at attention. When tap starts playing, you do the slow salute. You hold your salute during all of taps. You draw it down slowly at the end of taps. The flag presenter, the flag folders will bring you the flag over to you. You check it again to make sure it's folded right. You tidy it up, whatever like that. They turn it, they hand it to you. You grab it, you unfold, you turn it away. You make sure it's all folded right, and then you hold it close to you. You turn, you go over to the loved one where the flag is being presented to. My grandmother, who was getting the flag, she was sitting down, so I took a knee. I gave her the flag, and you're supposed to say a certain line. It's the line goes something like this. It'll say, "On behalf of the United States, the U.S. Navy, and a grateful nation, we present you this flag in honor of your husband and your husband Alvin Lee Whiting's service to his country." As soon as taps was playing, guys, I lost it. I absolutely lost it. I couldn't hold it anymore. At my grandpa's funeral, I was just in tears, right? And I stumbled through the words I was supposed to tell my grandma. Like barely, I could barely even get them out of my mouth. It was one of the most humbling experiences I swear I've ever been in. I've since been a part of other funerals where flag presentations were given, not by me, but whatever. But I'm grateful that I got the opportunity to present that flag to my grandfather's flag of his service. Like I said, he was the reason I served. I didn't feel like I was done when my Navy time was up. I just didn't feel like I was done serving, so I had to go again. I had a lot of friends from high school and stuff like that joined the Army and the Marines. And they were actually on the ground fighting, so that's why I joined the Army and became infantry in the Army and did another 8 years. But that's kind of my brief story about why every time I hear taps, doesn't matter if it's being played for going to bed or whatever, I get teared up. I really do. Welcome to the show, guys. Whoever you all three are. I know one of them is probably me because I got my phone over here streaming show, so I can kind of see what it looks like from the viewer's perspective. But come on here, guys. Share a story with us that you have of why you're thankful for the veterans that didn't come back. Why you're thankful for those ones that didn't make it back and their sacrifice that they made for our country. Come on board and share with us, guys. What if my boy? It's probably the middle of the night for him. Little Eric is online. My buddy Zach is online. Face to him. Paul was my recruiter for when I became a truck driver. He was my recruiter for the truck driving company I drove for. He was a Ranger. I wish he would come join the show. Ben Lewis. Ben Lewis was a veteran. He served in the Army. There's a couple pieces left. Okay. Would you like to share a story, Josh? I kind of like hogged this whole conversation.
No, you're fine. I'm just here.
What did you say, Josh? I didn't hear what you said.
I said no, you're fine. I'm just here. looking up stuff.
You're a valuable
So
asset to this podcast, okay?
I do have the actual words that you're supposed to say if you would like me to recite them.
Yeah. Go ahead and say those because, like, I want people to understand that, like, what it really means.
So states on behalf of the President of the United States, the
Ashley,
United
everybody.
States Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, or Coast Guard, whichever one they served in, and a grateful nation, please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your loved one's honorable and faithful service.
There you go. That's yeah.
I'm not, I mean, not especially eating those. No, I'm not eating that.
So those are the words
We're not that
I stumbled through. My grandpa was Navy, of course, so grateful nation, the U.S. Navy. Yeah, I remember. I was just in complete like sobbing tears. I had like 4 different kinds of fluids coming out of my face.
Mom, can I give you my love?
I didn't fall out of skin already. Where's your trash?
In the pantry.
What the portal?
Like that chicken? Pretty good, isn't it?
Fine. You need something in your car.
So 3 whole viewers. Welcome to the show, guys. Whoever you are, wherever you're viewing from, let us know. It's always good to know where the viewers are and know who's watching because we like to give you shout outs, And besides, if you guys have something you want to share with the group, come on board and share it. Jump in the comments section and share it with us. We'd love to hear your guys' stories too at home about some heroes in your family, some members of your family that maybe have joined the military and served and maybe have given everything for our country, or just friends of yours or members of your family that have served and have since passed on, grandparents, whatever. We want to hear their stories. Like that's what Memorial Day is all about, is remembering their sacrifices that they made.
And it only because of the 2-minute bar.
I'm gonna get another piece of chicken while we continue this conversation.
Ain't nothing but a chicken wing. Boom.
That's right.
Boom.
Chicken's
Chicken
pretty good.
wing, chicken wing.
Yeah.
I'll get the love for you, chicken wing. Mama, I'm not eating this piece of snack because they're fun. Look. He's like, thank you.
Oh yeah. He's pretty good at that. He's eating Cheetos. Yes.
So far, like the last person that even commented was April saying FJB.
I saw that you guys are probably in the meeting now.
We still have 2 viewers. Are you one of the viewers, Josh, or no?
Nope.
I'm not.
Ashley's not a viewer.
I'm totally not.
I know you're not, Jenna.
Yeah.
How do you talk here?
Now we're down to 1 viewer. Scared somebody away, I guess.
I'm not thinking. I really look so pretty.
Holy crap! The Pacers are winning.
So we're gonna do this live. We'll do this again. Go on live, but on Facebook again. We'll do the live.
I'll be emotional, but I'm just emotional pieces that I'm not gonna eat because they're hard. You're either hard
Jump.
or the
Hey, Jenna, you don't have to sit here and tell me before the workout.
hard.
All right, guys, I'm going live again on Facebook because I'm live on
So,
YouTube right now for Just the Facts. That is my podcast name, Just the Facts. I left in the comment bar on this live video. Most of you will probably watch it like after it's been live and posted. But come on board and watch the Just the Facts with us. Today we're doing a special Memorial Day episode. Come on board and share some stories with us about family members that served in the military or somebody you know that has served in the military. And just come on board and let's remember the heroes, the ones that didn't make it back. So that's what Memorial Day is all about, guys. I'm sure you're all out barbecuing and drinking and having a good time, and that's fantastic. But today is to remember the fallen, the heroes that didn't make it back. So come on board and share your stories with us. Talk about your family members that served, whatever. Me and my boy Josh are out here talking. So come on and join us, guys. We're live right now.
Hold on. Yeah.
Maybe that'll get some more viewers. We'll see. We'll see. I was told I have like 26 followers now, or 28, something like that. So, if you're watching the show and you haven't followed me, please do so. And then go and invite like 3 of your friends to watch the show. I want to build my followers up. What I want to do with the show is I want to get big enough to where
Oh, I got the machine gun.
I can do contests and we can give stuff away on the show and, do fun things, This Saturday for my birthday, I might actually do a on location.
I got the machine gun.
He was a true patriot and an awesome guy. Are you referring to my grandpa or one of the people we talked about that was killed in combat, April? Because I agree to all 3 of them. All 3 of them. They were all 3 amazing patriots.
Oh no. Oh no, I might have got stuck. Oh no. No. I flipped it.
Anything I can do?
Flip back over. What?
Been live for almost an hour.
Oh shoot.
Oh, good stuff.
News try.
I'm gonna put this here for a second.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys are gonna follow us,
No. I didn't.
Easy.
Oh, okay.
what April posted, guys.
Yo, wait a minute. What the freak is Steve doing in the middle of the rain?
She also posted that he was a true patriot and an awesome guy.
Nice to meet you.
Like I said, 100% agree. April, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so we can. I do a live show on Friday night called Just the Facts. We talk about politics and sports and just whatever fancies us, right?
Yes, sir.
And Josh has been more of a frequent on the show lately,
Yeah.
especially with the month of May being Military Appreciation Month.
Oh, no.
It's also Mental Health Awareness Month.
Come here. Come here.
So we can talk about those as well, guys, because the month is not over yet. And I know Josh and I are both advocates for mental health awareness. It is a huge thing leading into suicide prevention she didn't send her last comment. So she said, Gotcha. But yeah, we want to talk about, mental health awareness and stuff like that too, guys. It's very important. We all get depressed. We all get feeling down a little bit every once in a while. So keep in mind that there's always something to talk to. We did post last show on Friday night. We talked about the suicide prevention hotline, right? Or the hotline you can call to talk to somebody when you need to talk to somebody. I think I still have it saved in my banner. I do. Boom, right there. If you dial that number, it'll take you to like a suicide prevention hotline where you can talk to somebody and get help. Doesn't have to be, maybe you just need someone to talk to. Maybe you're just feeling down. You don't have any friends, and you just need someone to talk to. Maybe you feel like people in your life aren't listening to you. You need someone to talk to. Maybe you feel like, or maybe you really don't have any family in life. You're just struggling through anything, bills or whatever. Just remember, like, you dial that number 988 on your phone, and it'll take you right to someone that can help you. So keep that in mind, guys. I'll leave that number up. Anyone can get on there, and like I said, and share that with your friends and family. Even if you just haven't heard from somebody in a long time, give them a call. See how they're doing. You never know when people are struggling. You never know what people are going through.
I get $20.
And you can call, text, or chat also, by the way.
Yeah, I believe you can. Call, text, or chat.
Hello.
And they will answer. They will talk to you. But anyways. Well, Josh, I'm wanting to know if you want to kind of cut this short. I was wanting to go for a longer period of time. We still have a whole lot of viewers. It's been a great show, though. First of all, especially for a special. So, and before we get off, I just want to say, Josh, thank you for your service as well. By the way, it's much appreciated. Even though we don't say it enough to those veterans that we see walking around. I'm appreciative for all their service and stuff like that. It's you can ask my girlfriend. Like, when I see another veteran at the store, I'm over there talking for another couple hours. So Austin, the one that wanted to be on the show, hasn't even been over here the whole time. So, well, told you to be over here, guys. This is Austin. He's kind of a weirdo. That's true. Actually, have you met his father?
So April actually just texted me saying that the comment wouldn't go to the feed. Her grandpa, my stepdad's dad,
Okay.
stepped on a landmine in World War II. Had to dig a foxhole and climb in it with tanks and fighting going on over him. He had a wooden leg. And then that's when he came home and married his wife, my grandma, or our grandma. So that's what she was trying to say.
Got you. Well, thank you for his service. You're not wrong, April. He is an amazing man. If he's still with us?
No.
No? Okay. Well, he was an amazing man. It still is an amazing man. I guess I always say that because they passed away, like was. No, their memories are always with us. So, but you're not wrong. That's incredible. It's why I love to study World War II so much, is because, like, the sacrifices they made were like leaps and bounds ahead, like more than what we did in our time in Iraq and Afghanistan, Josh. I mean, like, I feel like we had it easy. Like, being honest with
Yes.
you. Like, I mean, granted, the things we went through were not something I would wish on, my family and friends, or even my worst enemy. Like the things I've seen in Iraq and Afghanistan, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And war is never. There's no winners in war, but no, like the things that they saw in World War II, Vietnam, even World War One, the wars that came before us were just atrocious and horrific. I like to watch the series Band of Brothers. If you've ever seen it, it's an amazing 10-episode documentary series. Like it's an actual TV show, but it's kind of like a documentary series. It just covers the lives of one airborne company in World War II. It follows their entire from their boot camp and basic training all the way to the Normandy invasion, all the way till they got to the show kind of ends when they're kind of all hanging out in Austria, and the Germans surrender after Hitler dies and everything else like that. There's one episode that is just it's a good watch, but it's really also like hard to watch because it's the Battle of the Bulge episode, the Bastogne, the Battle of Bastogne, when the American forces were surrounded in the town of or just outside the town of Bastogne. The Germans had it easy because they were in the town, and they had the Americans surrounded in the forest right outside. So the Americans were hunkered down in hand dug foxholes. The Germans would shell their positions daily and bombard them daily. And the Germans were in the town just living it up, The Americans would drop supplies in to supply the Americans that were strapped behind enemy lines. And a lot of times those drops would get blown over towards the German side. So the Germans were getting all their supplies. They were in there without the proper cold weather gear because this is December. That whole Battle of the Bulge lasted, I believe, from like the first week of December all the way till like after the first of the new year, 1945. They were trapped in in that forest for like 30 days. They spent Christmas there. Matter of fact, on Christmas Day, the German commander in charge asked the Americans. He sent a carrier. He asked the Germans to surrender, or he asked the Americans to surrender. And this is the famous quote that the entrenched general gave. He was a 1-star brigadier general. He gave the quote "nuts." That's all he sent back was nuts, basically telling him, "Nuts to that, we're not surrendering." And finally, in the first week of January, the skies cleared up. The Americans were able to get supply drops into the entrenched soldiers. They rearmed and took the town of Bastogne, not without losing quite a bit of soldiers, of course, but they took the town of Bastogne and were able to get transported out of there shortly after the first week of January. Now, mind you, Hitler didn't kill himself till April of that same year. So a couple months later, the war didn't end till the war in Germany ended late April, early May over in Germany. And then the war in Japan didn't end until like August, September that year. So, but just think about like what those guys went through in the Battle of Bastogne. Hunkered down. They couldn't build fires because that would just give their position away. So they were literally entrenched in frozen tundra, temperatures dipping down into the negative digits. For a lot of their times, they were without like cold weather gear. I just can't even imagine what it's like. I mean, I've been cold in the military, like on patrols, in like Fort Lewis or even in Colorado when we would go down to the Red Cliffs of Colorado, where we do a lot of training exercises, and it's like -10. But I've got cold weather gear. I've got this amazing, what they call those marshmallow suits they gave us. And I have cold weather gear. And I'm fine, and I'm sleeping in a tent with a heater, and like I'm not without a heater period or whatever. And then on top of all this, they would talk about how the trees would, when the shellings would go on, the trees would just explode and send shrapnels of wood throughout the forest. And half of them lost their feet to trench foot. Half of them would lose their legs and stuff like that to the bombardment of shells that would be landing on them. Half of them went stir crazy, just sitting in the forest. Like it was just a mess. And so I think every day about the service I made, the sacrifices I made for my country, and they're small and they're minor compared to the sacrifices that those brave men did in the Battle of Bastogne or in the trenches of Bellewood in France in 1917 when it was similar conditions. They have these trenches dug and it's negative 20 degrees outside. They don't have cold weather gear because that stuff doesn't exist in 1917. Just brutal conditions and brutal tactics of war. War is hell. And people say it all the time. War is straight hell. It's not for the faint of heart or the weak of heart, but there are no winners in war, only losers.
I thought it got me.
But I am appreciative of all the sacrifice that every veteran in this country has made for my freedom, and for my right to be able to do this podcast with you guys and to share my stories with you guys, and my brother Josh here, to share stories with my brother Josh and to reminisce about our time in the service, and hear the stories of other people's time in service or your grandfather's time in service. My girlfriend's grandfather who served in World War II, just the appreciation that I have for every veteran, every member every person that's ever put on a uniform for this country and said, I would gladly give my life if I have to. That's what I'm grateful for, guys. And Josh, if you'd like to say something, by all means, take it away.
It's well, first, April says no to something. I don't know what you're saying no to, April.
She says good night, guys. Good night, April.
Good night. But it's just a great day to definitely memorialize those that we have served with, past, present, and future. And remember those good times that we had. And that's pretty much it. I mean,
well, here's a quick question for you, Josh.
what's up?
I was listening to a TikTok video the other day. It was just a black screen, but the guy you hear the speaker talking. He was former military himself, and he was in a group. He was giving a speech to a bunch of veterans, and he asked the question: if you could, would you go serve again? If you were called right now, if someone came to you right now, Josh, and said, "Hey, man, we need you. We need you to drive truck again. We need you on the front line with a rifle, whatever." Would you do it?
Let's go.
That's what I say. That's what I said. A lot of them said the same thing. A lot of them were like, heck yeah, I would. And he asked him, he goes, why? And he goes, the one guy's like, because I miss the brotherhood, the camaraderie, the familyness. I mean, that's all the military was to me. It was a family, right? We were a family. If I needed something, I knew that Josh or someone else, another one of my brothers or sisters, had my back. And same thing with Josh. If Josh needed something, he knew that us other brothers and sisters had his back. And we never went without. I know I make fun of the other branches, Marines, and I served in the Navy, so I make fun of the Navy, but I make fun of the Army too. I make fun of the Marines. Yeah, I know. I buy my brother-in-law a box of crayons for Christmas sometimes. I've done it once. He called me a bad word. Anyways. But I do know his favorite flavor is grape. So the grape crayons are the best. Apparently, I don't know. I'm not a crayon eater. But anyways,
As much
no,
fun that we have, making fun of each other in the other branches and whatnot, that familyness or that camaraderie is always there. It doesn't matter what
Absolutely.
branch we're in. It doesn't matter what branch anybody else is in. We know that no matter what, they're going to have our back.
Absolutely. And forget what people say. Coast Guard is a branch of the service. Like I've heard people say, oh, it's not. It falls under the Department of Transportation or whatever. No. It's a branch of the service. These are guys that are out saving people's lives in the ocean, choppy seas and stuff like that. Like, and I mean, they train just like U.S. military does. So why are they not? Why are they not military? I mean, in my eyes, they're military. They're brothers and sisters of ours, hands down. And same with the new Space Force. I mean, say what you will, but I mean, the Army, the Air Force came from the Army. The Air Force was a birth of the Army Air Corps. The Marines stemmed from the Navy. So it's, they're all born of something. So I feel that the Space Force is our new sibling in our country. And, so 15, 20 years down the road, we're going to start seeing Space Force veterans, guys that served in the Space Force for retirement, all that other stuff. So anyways, Josh, it's been a great show. Thanks for recommending that we do something today. And by the way, this was Josh's idea, guys.
Okay.
He said, "Why don't we do something on Memorial Day?" By the way, Big Hoss wanted to join us tonight, but he's got some family stuff going on. He won't be with us on Saturday because he's got a funeral. He probably won't be with us on Friday. So, Josh, if you can't join me Friday, it'll be just me. But if
We
you can,
shall
that's great.
see. Yeah, we shall see.
Well, I have all my followers. I'm just saying, like, you guys are all my followers. I hope are going to be there on Friday night with me, maybe Saturday. I would hope if I can get that done. I'll let Josh know sometime middle of the week, and I'll let you all know on Facebook. Guess what? Saturday we're going to do this, right? And if not, worst case scenario is I step aside Saturday evening and I do an on location somewhere else. Like I've been asked to do like location like podcast because one of my buddies wants me to smoke a cigar on podcast with him. So I've been asked to do an on location podcast, so we'll see. I can't smoke in my building here in my apartment complex at all. So
You just have to go out in the parking lot.
yeah, I mean, I could put my computer and stuff on the other side of the fence right here when I do my podcast. I'd be like a lone guy sitting in a parking lot, like talking to his computer and camera. It'd be a little weird. I don't know what this kid's doing.
Hey. Hey.
Austin, didn't you tell me at one point you want to join the military one day?
Yes.
What branch you want to join?
Navy.
You want to do the Navy?
I want to do Air Force.
Air Force?
And Army.
So your dad was in the Air Force.
Air Force and Army.
I was in the Army and Navy.
Because I want to be
And your Uncle Mike was in the Marines.
Because I want to be in the Air Force. And after I serve, I can go to NASA and hopefully get in.
That means you got to be a pilot. They generally take pilots. School. Yeah, school's important. No. I'm not gonna. Now look, ask Josh. How important is school? Even if you don't go in the Air Force or you become an infantry grunt in the Army, how important is school, Josh?
School is very important.
It's everything, man. First of all, no. By the way, they're not even gonna let you in the military unless you graduate high school.
Mm-hmm.
They don't just do the GEDs anymore. You have to have an actual high school diploma now.
Yep. High school.
So school, dude. School. You gotta go. It's all good. It's all good.
I have to drive.
Oh, well, yeah. I can call you home. Oh, podcast in a second anyway. But anyways, Josh, it's been a great show.
Yep.
What's up?
Would you like one last song for us to
Let's
go?
Let's do it. Well played, sir. Well played.
You're welcome.
Before we exit, I want to give a little history lesson behind that song, guys. A lot of people thought, okay, it was just some writer that wrote it, whatever. Actually, it wasn't just a writer. Okay, during the War of 1812, the British had captured a military base on the coastline, right? And they had a bunch of prisoners that were service members, the military, right? And the British wanted to exchange a prisoner exchange. So a lawyer was tasked with the job of working with the British to do a prisoner exchange, right? Well, as he met with this British admiral, the British admiral said, we'll agree to the terms of your prisoner exchange if you guys surrender and you give up you lower your flag on this base, right? Well, of course, the military is like, no, we're not going to surrender. We're doing a prisoner exchange. So they held the lawyer on the ship. The lawyer watched an entire night as the British Navy bombarded this base with their one target. Jenna, this is a serious thing. So the lawyer, with what the British commander set his sights on the guns on that ship, on that flag. He said, I want that flag to hit the ground so that essentially that would be their surrender. So for an entire night, they bombarded that base. And the British commander even said, I saw that flag get hit multiple times. But it never hit the ground. Never. It's another reason why we don't let a flag hit the ground, right? Well, when the lawyer got back to the shoreline, he found out that flag had been held up by patriots who wouldn't let it hit the ground. They wouldn't sacrifice their bodies and their lives to not let that flag hit the ground because they knew that flag hitting the ground meant defeat and it meant surrender. And so that gentleman, that lawyer, ended up writing a song called The Star-Spangled Banner. His name was Francis Scott Key. He wrote the Star-Spangled Banner about that night where the flag never hit the ground. When the sun crested up, he talked about it. When the sun crested up, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light that the flag was still there? The rockets bursting in air, all that stuff. Every word of that was about that battle and how about those brave men would not let that flag hit the ground. And they gave their lives for that flag. So people, when you see this flag being dishonored or burnt or stepped on, do something about it. This flag means more to you as an American citizen than you'll ever know.
Mhm.
Many people have lost their lives, have given their lives for this flag. It's more than just a flag. It's a symbol of what America is. It's a symbol of our undying faith and willingness to remain a free country as long as we're still breathing. And I know that every true-blooded American out there would gladly give his life if it meant to be the last American alive, if it came to that. And guys, I mean, like I said, Memorial Day weekend is people like to go out and barbecue and go out camping and stuff like that. That's fantastic. But this weekend, guys, is about the sacrifice that the men and women made to make this country free, so that we can have this podcast, so we can have these platforms to give our freedom of speech and our right to bear arms, and our freedom of religion. And so that's why I wanted to let you guys all know that. Quick story about the Star Spangled Banner, which is what Josh just played for us. That's why I stood at attention. It's why I was taught to stand at attention every time that tune is played, every time those lyrics are sung, is because it means more to me than my own life. It means I would gladly give up my life in defense of this flag behind me. It flickers. I know it flickers. Yeah. Yeah, it flickers. I don't know why. But with that, guys, I want to say goodnight to everybody. Happy Memorial Day to all you veterans out there. The ones who didn't make it back, we remember you, and your sacrifice will not be in vain. You guys have a good night. I will see you guys Friday night, same time, 9 to 11 Mountain Standard Time, right here on the same channel. So make sure you guys join us. Josh, you have an amazing night, brother. We'll talk to you later.
You as well. Thank you for having me.